Hi everyone, Victoria here. I am a fitness, nutrition, and mindset coach for moms. So, today I want to talk with you about a few things to keep in mind if you are a woman who is pregnant, recently had your baby, or even if your kids are a few years older. All of this applies to you because you are a mom. Once a mom, always a mom. Or if you've heard the statement, once postpartum, always postpartum. So, we're going to talk about some things that I want you to keep in mind if you are shopping around for a group exercise program or a coach to work with one on one, because not all exercise programs are created equally, especially when it comes to moms. So, getting back to that statement, once postpartum, always postpartum. What do I mean by that? So, when I say that, what I'm trying to tell you is that pregnancy and birth cause permanent changes to a woman's body. Now, this doesn't mean that our bodies are broken at all. It just means that we need to approach and handle exercise differently than when we used to pre pregnancy. So let's go over some things that I want you to keep in mind for if you are shopping around for a coach. And keep in mind if these are topics that they actually address or talk to you about. So, first one is did they ask you about your pregnancy and how it went? Did they ask you how your labor and your delivery went? Because all of this is going to play a role in your recovery, whether that is early out of the gate postpartum or a few years from your last pregnancy. The next thing is, have they talked to you about diastasis recti, what that is, how to heal it, and when to know if it has been healed? Because there are many moms out there who their belly never heals from that diastasis recti, that separating of the abdominal wall during pregnancy. It's totally normal when it happens, but what's not normal if it does not get healed. And most often, there are many moms out there who are living life with this mommy pooch that just never seems to go away, regardless of how they exercise and how they eat. And most oftentimes, the exercise that they are doing is making that mommy pooch worse. So, have they talked to you about diastasis recti, what it is, how to assess for it, and how to know if it has healed? Next, have they talked to you about the importance of alignment and posture, and particularly how it helps in healing your core and your pelvic floor postpartum and helping to manage intra-abdominal pressure? Because if we don't manage our intra-abdominal pressure well, then that can mean bad news for our core and our pelvic floor. The next thing is, do they talk to you about what the pelvic floor is and how to be more in touch and in tune with your pelvic floor? Because your pelvic floor plays a key role in helping to produce core stability, as well as playing a role in the health and function of your pelvic region. So, you're going to want to know how to activate your core and your pelvic floor effectively during exercise so as to not cause more trouble or more headache for you down the line. The next thing is, have they talked with you or asked you if you ever experience any pain with inserting a tampon during your annual gynecological visits or during sex? Because this is a big sign and symptom of pelvic floor disorder. So, I know it's getting kind of personal, but it's so important that us as fitness coaches talk to our mom clients about this kind of stuff. The next thing, do you leak when you cough, sneeze, jump, run, lift heavy, lift weights in general, or do you just randomly leak at any time during the day? Because this is not normal. Yes, it happens, but it's not normal, and it can be helped. It can be corrected. And sometimes the exercise that we're doing can make this worse, and it's also a sign that your core and pelvic floor is not working well together. So we need to address that and get that fixed so you can work out without having to worry about running to the bathroom or wearing special underwear or any of that stuff. I want you to feel worry-free about this stuff and again, get back to enjoying your workouts. Next few things. Did they talk to you about going to see a pelvic floor physical therapist? Because this is really important. Us as women, we go in after we have our babies and we get our 6-week checkup, and our doctor tells us everything looks good and you can go ahead and resume normal activity. Well, that's not necessarily true. It can take up to 2 years for a woman's body to heal from pregnancy, sometimes longer. And a pelvic floor physical therapist can really help us get an even better picture about what is going on with our core and our pelvic floor. So I strongly suggest that you get into a pelvic floor physical therapist in your area just to get a general idea about what is going on with your body. The next thing is, have they talked with you about how to modify a program for you if you have prolapse or if you leak? Now, if you have these conditions and they are being managed, it doesn't mean that you have to completely stop all exercise. You can still continue to exercise. There are just certain things that need to be done with your workout program to make sure you're not making these conditions worse. So, do they know how to do this, and have they talked with you about that? So those are some things that I would like you to keep in mind if you are a mom who is shopping around for some sort of group exercise program or a coach to work with one-on-one. Again, not all exercise programs are created equal, especially when it comes to moms, because our bodies are different and they need to be handled differently during pregnancy and postpartum. So if you have any questions, any concerns, feel free to shoot me a message, get in touch with me. I'd love to help and I would love to hear from you. And I will talk to you soon. Bye-bye.